Hello, my name is Greg Egan, and today we're going to talk about 10 tips to help with procrastination. So let's get into it. First, what is procrastination? A lot of people talk about it out there, but let's give a very general definition of procrastination. So procrastination is a common problem that causes stress, anxiety, and lack of productivity. It is the act of putting off something until a later time, even though we know there may be negative consequences. We procrastinate when we know what to do, but put off doing it until later, and then we constantly put it off. And so let's get into it, because unless you learn to manage procrastination and actually understand what it is, it can cause a lot of problems in your life. So let's explore some of the tips to help with procrastination. So tip one, first, we've got to recognize that you actually have a problem. And so you've got to recognize that you are procrastinating. So some of the signs and symptoms of procrastination, and these are just examples, may include you are unnecessarily postponing actions and decisions. You're repeatedly saying things like, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, constantly making excuses as why to postpone it one way or the other. You're getting stuck in neutral and not moving forward. You're taking time, a long time, to complete even the simplest of tasks. Postponing things you don't want to do, e.g. boring tasks. Yes, there's going to be lots of things in our life that are completely boring. But with procrastination, we tend to put them off a lot more. You keep promising yourself you will do something, but then you never do it. Always having excuses for not doing something on time, constantly wasting time to avoid the task that you actually have to do. Delaying to do something even though you know it's going to have negative consequences. So the first step is recognize that you are procrastinating. Next step, you may want to try and understand, well, why am I procrastinating? Before we can start implementing strategies, we need to understand why are we procrastinating, and the reasons could be many. But here's a few examples as to why we may be procrastinating. Example one, we are avoiding a task because it's boring, unpleasant, like administrative techniques or having a difficult conversation with someone. Example two, you don't feel supported in a workplace and don't feel your career is going anywhere, which leads to low motivation to perform duties and then potentially procrastination. For example, example three, we're avoiding a task that you don't feel you have the skill for. Sometimes we would rather avoid a task than do it imperfectly, especially those that are perfectionists and like to get everything right. Example four, we may have multiple stresses at home and work, which can make you feel overwhelmed, impacting on your ability to focus and concentrate, which can then lead to procrastination. So spend some time to brainstorm on why you may be procrastinating before moving forward into some of these techniques. Number three, practice self-compassion. Procrastination can often be accompanied by negative self-talk, negative self-criticism. Practicing self-compassion and being kind to oneself can help reduce stress and create a more positive mindset, which can then help reduce procrastination. Remove the distractions. Have you ever been on one of those office desks where you'll have like junk just scattered all over the office desk and you just don't know how a person works in that chaos? But then again, you also notice that their productivity is quite low. It's because they've got way too much distractions put all over their desks. So remove distractions. And this is really good for students studying at home, or even if you're studying university from long distance. Being a student or at work, create a space which is clear of distractions, such as social media, emails, or phone notifications, which can pop up constantly and can make it difficult to focus and increase the likelihood of procrastination. So having a clean desk at work, at home, wherever it is, to help with your study or your work. So removing or limiting these distractions can help you focus and be more productive and keep on task. Number 5, break bigger tasks into smaller, more manageable ones. One reason people procrastinate is because a task feels overwhelming or too big to tackle. Have you ever been in one of those situations where you've been allocated a project and the project just seems so huge, whether it's a student project, whether it's a work project, and you just go, how am I ever going to finish this? And then you just start procrastinating and just not doing anything. So sometimes breaking these tasks down into smaller, manageable ones and making small steps can make you feel, it can make it feel less daunting and easier to approach. Also focus on more complex tasks during your peak performance time. So think about when do you work best? Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? That's when you tackle those more difficult tasks, when your productivity is generally higher. Number 6, create a schedule or a to-do list. Having a schedule or to-do list can help create a structure and accountability and can prevent procrastination, providing a clear plan and focus for what needs to be done and when. This also helps you deciding on what you need to focus on and prioritize now and what you can ignore. Setting deadlines to achieve goals. Setting deadlines for completing tasks can help you stay focused to achieve goals within certain timeframes. Setting deadlines can also improve time management and general procrastination, reducing procrastination, I should say. Number 8, set specific and realistic goals. So, for example, create SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and to ensure that these goals are both realistic and able to be achieved in time periods you are setting them for. Because if you don't set realistic goals, that's just going to lead to stress and potential procrastination. So having a clear, mapped out goal can help you focus and reduce procrastination overall. Number 9, very important one, take regular breaks, as this can increase energy, relieve stress, and improve general focus and concentration. Taking regular breaks can help you to engage in activities that give you meaning, give you value, help you relax, just have fun, which helps with overall mental and physical well-being, making it easier for you to focus when you need to on specific tasks following the breaks. Have you ever had one of those things where you see some people going for their lunchtime walk or a quick gym session, or they just get out of the office and spend some alone time or some time with friends, and then they come back full of energy and getting stuck into work? That's because they're doing little recharges throughout the day. For example, in my lunch breaks, when I used to work in an office, I would get out. I would walk across the road outside the office, sometimes walk up to the shops, do some window shopping, sometimes walk to the park and sit there and relax, sometimes walk to my favorite coffee shop or my Chinese restaurant where I'd get some lunch, watch a bit of Netflix, watch some YouTube, whatever it may be. But when I came back to the office, I felt recharged because I'd had that break from work. And so when the afternoon came, I had more energy to do my work and more focus. Number 10, rewarding yourself. If you've worked really hard during the week, sometimes it's good to just go out with friends, have a bit of fun, or catch up or go do some hobby or interest that you're passionate about, reward yourself with a nice dinner. All these things can help motivate you to the end of the week. So if you know you're telling yourself, okay, if I complete this task, this is what I'm going to do for myself, self-care wise. So you've got that motivation at the end of the week to say this hard work is going to result in me getting some money, which is then going to lead to me taking a weekend away off to the beach. So that's just an example on rewarding yourself. So think about that. When you're working really hard, the reward could be a 30-minute break. The reward could be a holiday. The reward could be some money. The reward could be anything really. Just think about rewarding yourself. So overall, that is 10 tips for managing procrastination. And here's just 3 little links. I like Mind Tools. It's got a lot of different little resources on it. Another little site there on stopping procrastination. And then the third one, Centre for Clinical Intervention, which is always one of my go-to favourites in the Australian government because it gives a lot of self-help guides there. But if you have any questions or you want to add any comments to this or even add your suggestions on procrastination, please leave them in the comments below. And thank you for watching. And if you like these sort of videos, hit subscribe and please like. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a beautiful day.